Welcome to my hot lap of the Nürburgring Nordschleife. I've done this lap in the Mercedes SLS AMG. This particular SLS I have tuned a bit, so if the final time is all a little bit overwhelming, it's probably because I've tuned it. Anyway, a lap of the Nürburgring in this particular car takes approximately 6 minutes 45 seconds to 7 minutes, depends how aggressive you do it. This one I tried to do somewhat aggressively, a lot of tyre screeching and a bit of oversteer every now and then, but it was eventually a good bit of fun. Consists of lots of sweeping turns and what have you. Not too many tight ones, obviously. It is very long track. It's basically a long ring, as it sort of says in the description in its name. And this bit is very high speed. There are one or two jumps on the track if you're not careful, as you just saw there. You want to brake a little bit before you head over it, otherwise the car would just go flying. It'll be very hard to keep on the tarmac, which is absolutely thin, as you can see. How they race cars on this track, beyond me. Here's another little jump, just gotta tap the brakes a little bit there. Be careful, understeer would be catastrophic on this track, because not only will it make you lose time, but it just will put you into a barrier, so you pretty much have to be perfect. It's very hard. Undulating track through here, very tough. You have to have a perfect line, otherwise you'll head off. And then another little jump here. You've got to be hard on the brakes there, really grip that steering wheel into submission. Anyway, this is coming up to the end of the first sector and about to start the second one, which gets a little bit more windy, less straights like this, if you can call them straights. They're not really that straight. Now this part you will come up to what I believe is the slowest turn on the track, or at least it's close up there. As you can see, I was a little bit aggressive. I managed to keep it on the tarmac though, and hopefully didn't lose too much time off that one. The gear suggestions that the game supplies to you in the bottom tend to be pretty on the money for this particular car on this particular track. A lot of the time it could just be totally inaccurate, or perhaps it's just a bit too conservative, but I found it's pretty on the money. Now these sort of long straight bits with lots of small turns, these are where it's, in my eyes, won and lost. You can really go for it and make up a good amount of time, or you can play conservative and just try and have a clean lap, but it will end up costing you a lot on the time, on the lap time, yeah. Now this gets a bit tricky up here, as there's another jump. You're sort of blind coming into this turn. You want to get a little bit more conservative coming into there as we head towards the carousel. Not this turn, but the next one, where you actually go up onto a banking and then back onto normal flat road. It's very unique. It is a Nürburgring after all, very unique track. Then we head into a series of sort of third gear turns. This is where it gets a little bit tricky, and the gear suggestions might be a little bit vague because some are a bit slower than others. For most of them, it tends to just be a bit of a dab of the brakes and then into third, and nice and easy on the exit. Track again gets very tricky through here, has lots of hills, nice undulating track, and you bit of a blind turn here, so you want to be careful, but at the same time not too cautious. This is coming up to Schwal bench funds, which is sort of banked, not like the carousel, however it is sort of cool in that way. And this is the final turn before you head onto the main genuine straight. So you go through Duttinger. Exit's obviously very crucial out of there, otherwise you'd be fighting for speed all the way up this very long straight. You've got to be careful as you come towards the end of the lap. You have some very fast sweeping turns, so just a dab of the brakes down into 6th, then another dab down into 5th, yet another into 4th, and then you come down 3rd and 2nd as it slows right down. Only 2 more turns left, build up a bit of speed for there obviously, and this part of the track's a bit slippery, so easy when you get back on the throttle, and that will complete the lap in 6 minutes 45.226.